What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Let me make sure y'all can hear me before I go into it. We have a few guests today. Make sure y'all can hear me. Not that. Trying to connect this stuff so y'all can hear. No, don't connect to that. All right. If I was bold enough, I'll let y'all listen to if I was bold enough, I'll let y'all listen to that song from Kanye West, but we're not gonna do that because that's kind of tough. I also have this mic. This is for the Spotify, so that's why I have my other mic connected to this. But ladies and gentlemen, I do have Spotify things popping up, so y'all can check that out if you just want to listen to the audio. And there is motivation to listen to the audio version of this because I'll have other things in there. But tonight we're gonna jump into it, and like I said, I have some guests gonna come and jump in later on today. There's a few topics I want to talk about. I mean, I got the main topic, which is intimacy, with men and women, the differences, how do we feel, and coming from a man's perspective about it, and we're gonna be different situations. We're gonna get into it like that. But before I get into that, because I want to promote a little bit about some things, talk about some silly stuff, because I really want everybody here when we get into that topic. But and some of the stuff we're talk about, I am going to cut up. So let me say this here. The 100, I don't even know where this damn shit came from. The 100 men versus one gorilla. I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm gonna tell you the real answer and what it would be. And there's only two scenarios. A regular strong ass gorilla, and there are only two scenarios of how that would go. And I know some of y'all are like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, there's this thing, I don't know if you want to call it a trend or whatever, that's been on social media about gorilla gronds versus 100 men. I don't know where it came from. I don't think nobody knows where it came from. And we're going to figure it out. So, my answer to this question, debate, is, first of all, you got to think about it, that's 100 motherfucking people. Even at low tier, if they were like 100 pounds, that's still 100 people. Yes, is a gorilla strong? Yes, it is. Is a gorilla powerful? Of course it is. But it's a gorilla. Nonetheless, it's not as smart. It's not as intelligent. It's going down. Now, if the men are scary and they see the gorilla beat up or kill a couple of the guys and they run off, then that's one situation. That's one thing. But if these men are dedicated, excuse me, whether some of them die or not, don't give a damn. Oh, the gorilla's dying. The gorilla, it's done. And there's nothing the gorilla can do. That's like, do you understand how significant 100 motherfuckers is? And again, I said this debate don't make no sense, but it is what it is. So that's my answer, and that's the right answer. You talking about 100 gorillas? I mean, not 100 gorillas. 100 men versus one gorilla? Come on, people. Use your noodle, use your brain. Big fact. Now, if the gorilla was as smart as us, then I can see some things going
Gorillas are smart.
No, I'm talking about like us, like as smart as human beings. Oh yeah, they smart. But I'm sure you heard about the 100 men versus a gorilla. Like 100 men. Yeah.
Did they do it?
He better not. But 100 men gonna be the gorilla, unless like you got some scared guys, like I was saying, and they run off after one of them get their head busted up.
Is this something that they volunteered to do, or did they like?
No, I don't think they did. They were just talking about it. Like they were saying if it was 100 men. Now I'm going low tier, like 100 men, like regular guys, like guys that are 100 pounds, can bench. Well, what's crazy? Most men can't. Like, what is it, 130 or something? Regular men. So I say like that. But you got some big nickels, some strong nickels. Then that's a whole different story. Cause then you got all these big buff boys running around here, and that just changes things altogether. And I'm just throwing little topics here and there because people were like, you should talk about this, you should talk about that, but the intimacy one was the big one. That's why I want to talk about that one, like the main one. But Kanye, which I know last show we talked about him and the cousin thing. I listened to some of his songs on that album, and it's tough. It's one song on there. I can tell you the name of the song. It's called Hail Hitler. And I'll tell you what, when the first song come on, you like, what is this bullshit?
What are you talking about in the song? Like,
so what he's talking about is they're treating him like he's Hitler, like he's just a bad person. Like he can't see his kids, and I can't play the song. There's two reasons why I can't play the song: because copyright and because of what he's saying in the song. And I get where he's coming from, because he was like they think I'm like Adolf and like I'm evil and all that, and so he's playing on. And I see what he's doing. He's playing into the character. Like, okay, I'm a bad guy, then I'm like Hitler. And the first part of the song, you got a little beat. You like, what is this? Oh, but when that beat drop, I feel bad because I got it ringing in my head right now. If I was a DJ, I play that song, that cancel me quick. But I can't tell, boy, that drop. Yeah, and he, boy.
You liked it?
I wasn't trying to.
Can you play a little sample for us for the ones who didn't hear it?
Let me see, I can do it real quick. If you two get me, they get me. But I can
cover
it
up. I do
up.
not own the copyright to this music.
What she said. Here, I'm gonna do it real quick, and then I'm gonna take it off.
Can you get it started from before the beat drop?
Before the beat drop.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get for the beat drop.
We're trying to see what you see.
Put it on there real quick. By the way, I do not agree with any of this stuff in this song, so y'all don't get on me. I'm just telling y'all what it TIE, what it is. Hold on, let me make sure. Man, these people took my kids from me, bitch. I see that, bitch. Hold on, see, I'm gonna play this one. Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I said. He said you can't. Look, that was a warning from you. I don't even know what that is, but we gonna stop the song right there. But that what happened. If you want to listen to the song, just go type in there and find it. That's not the official song. I know he released the Donda 2, but you know how they are with him. So you can only get it on Tidal and somewhere else and some other places. But again, I do not condone any of that. I'm just saying music is good music, all right? Y'all's mad at R. Kelly. What R. Kelly did was terrible. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. That man was a music genius. All right? Wow, like a zoo. Baby, crazy me and you. Making love like we were just two heated animals. Girl, come and lay with me in my jungle. That's my favorite R. Kelly song. So I'm just saying. But Kanye doing what he do. Apparently, even after the cousin thing, he still got a whole bunch of supporters. So, I mean, one thing I'll say, when mother suckers are down for you, well, they down. That's how you know who the real ones is on your team. They down for you. But he got stuff. You already know the Shannon. Oh, y'all. So there was some more Shannon stuff going on. What's that girl name from? Y'all remember Bernie Mac, right? The Bernie Mac show. Nessa. That ain't her real name, but Vanessa, the actor who played Vanessa. So she got her OnlyFans. I was like, what? But Nessa got her OnlyFans. And she claimed that Shannon was putting her business out there. My question is this. How you get mad because you got your business out on the internet? So you on the internet. Oh, my guest coming. I see him coming. Let me make a little space for him. Sorry, y'all. But how you on the internet? And then, what's up, bro? How you on the internet and you mad that
Hey, how you doing?
you mad that what's up? You mad that this man,
Hey, how you doing? Hi, how are you?
quote unquote,
Not the Henny. Damn,
that's my best friend right there. Sorry, y'all. We got guests popping in. I'm gonna make y'all something. That's why I needed the ice. I'm gonna make y'all something special. But yeah, how you gonna get mad at somebody putting out your I'm trying to be nice with it. Your OnlyFans out there, and you got it out for the public, but you're gonna get mad because somebody pointed to the direction of it. You already had it on the internet, so I don't know. I think you're doing it for clout. You trying to jump on the Shannon thing. I don't know.
Side note, I enjoyed y'all entry. Like, I respect that. Like, that was home.
Like
home.
sneaky.
You got snacks?
You got camera. You want to talk?
I'm just chilling.
You chilling? I'll put it right. They can poke you a little bit.
I'll put my
God
2
bless
cents
you.
But yeah, Mr. And I apologize, y'all. Me starting a little late. You know, I had to do some stuff. But yeah, man, Shannon. I ain't gonna get it. Oh yeah, I gotta jump on Umar. Oh man. Because Umar put a little video out talking about this why I don't like Umar. This man, talking about some, I'm with my brother. Then the next 2 minutes, he over there digging in this man.
Which brother?
He talking about Shannon.
Oh.
And then he just in there digging in this man. I said, you fake as fuck.
Delight.
My African brother.
Look at your stupid ass.
Yeah. The whole situation with Dr. Umar trying to put his 2 cents on everything.
Did he just have his drama where he talking shit about his baby mama?
He had his own drama.
I thought they was queens, my brother.
I respect that.
And let him try to let somebody else try to bring up some of his drama, some of his mess. And all of a sudden, oh, what you doing? You against me?
Where your school at? That what I'm waiting on, my brother. Where your motherfucking school at? Yeah, he was out there talking, man. I did a clip. She wanted me to do a little clip with the Kanye song. Do it one more time. What's up? Again, if I gotta clip it, I'll clip it. That's why I'm gonna do it like real quick. Do it real quick. I gotta get to. Oh, did it click? Again, like I'm gonna tell y'all, I do not agree with anything he said in this song. I gotta get to the part where the beat drops.
Still don't get to see my children. See my children, but they don't see how they feeling. So I became a nasty bitch. I'm the nigga. How Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler?
And the beat sounds so fucking good, it's bad. You like this fucked up song, and then you find yourself dancing to the goddamn song, and I gotta turn it up. Kanye. It's terrible, but it's god damn it. Somebody I read a comment dude said this. I can't not like the beat, but damn.
You know, you gotta bow down to the man's son. That man's a musical genius, but
You say he don't care. Yeah, Kanye don't care.
he ignorant. That man going through it. Somebody help that man.
I said this man shot me too many times. He did the KKK thing. He said he sucked his cousin dick, and then boom. Ooh, Kanye. Tough, man. Hard.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Thinking about, people that act like that and look up to people like Hitler and everything like that. You know, if he would have met you, come on, man. If he would have met you, you ain't gonna get looked at the same like all the people he think was supposed to be high and mighty. Man.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Let's go.
I'm glad I ain't a DJ no more. I'll get myself up. Get out the club now.
You gonna have to pray every time you get on that disc, man. You gotta pray.
I got a good song for y'all right now.
Literally.
Oh man.
I'm gonna gas y'all up.
And I listened to like when we did our Vegas trip, he had put some of it out as a video, and we listened to some of it. It was decent, but all the crazy ones, he waited. I said, "Woo."
Hey yo, did he end up breaking up with Bianca? Did he end up? Oh,
Nah, they still good.
it would be funny if he did. You wanna know why?
Why?
Every time I thought about it, him breaking up with her, it'd be like that Dave Chappelle skit with
Oh, I know what you're talking. It's out the voice about.
I was like, man, this he so.
Kanye. What's going on? Oh, what's his name? Oh, damn, what's the old dude who died today?
Seymour Wiener.
The dude in The Walking Dead who played Negan. Yeah, he did. He died. I didn't know either.
Really?
He was at work. They told me. I said he died. I just watched Invincible.
Damn. I guess there goes season. There goes the season.
They didn't say what happened. Something had to happen. I was like, dang, man. That's crazy.
I mean, if it's this fresh, like, did they find him or did they?
They didn't say it. They didn't say he passed away. It was like 59 or something.
He probably already was struggling with something.
Probably. I was like, dang, something had to happen.
You know how some famous people are whenever they get sick, they don't really say anything, and then let them survive whatever they're going through. They'll pop up and be like, so I was suffering with this.
Yeah. Well, like, what's his name? Chad. Black Panther boy.
Mm-hmm. See, nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew until he died that he had cancer.
You say you gotta be put. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Before we talking about that push to a certain limit, you talking about Kanye. I feel that dude. Well, I will say with Kanye, I'm glad. Like, I wish he wasn't doing the foolishness he's doing, but I do like that he's shaking stuff up. I just wish, like, I don't know, can he not? You said he's not dead. They said he was dead. What happened? They talking shit.
I hope that's it.
Well, I'm gonna find out the truth because they were talking about he was dead. I need to see what's going on. Nah, they do be lying. See, that happened to what's it called?
What happened?
He ain't dead.
Or he just
Yeah. What's it called? Dang. You watched the Madea movies?
You talking about
Cause they said she died.
Miss Pam?
Yeah. And she didn't die. They just
because Tyler Perry made a whole thing about man. She ain't there. I just sleep.
y'all need to stop that.
Spreading
Spreading all these crazy things around. Yeah.
bad for business.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Bad for business.
Yeah, bad for me. We got into a debate about and this will play into our main topic, the intimacy thing. They were talking. It was the Shannon Sharp shit. And bring about the older men, the younger women.
Mm-hmm. What was the debate about?
So they were bringing up the women that who dated like real young men.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Madonna too?
Madonna, yeah.
Yeah, she got it. What he like 20 or something like that? No, boy, young.
Shoot, she dated Drake when he was like what 26. She's 60 something. Not Drake.
No, she kissed Drake.
Kissed Drake.
Yeah,
But she's one that goes after the younger dude.
Yeah.
Though, even if she's 60 something.
Yeah, they were saying like, how come they didn't say nothing about them, but they said something about him.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I feel like you should. First of all, I'll tell you right now, if you're a man established or a man trying to be established, even like just regular, you might not want to mess with them ladies. The ladies, I call them the ladies of the night.
Yeah.
I get it, if that's you like what you like, but you want some peace, you might just find you a good woman.
Mm.
But you messing with the ladies of the night, the Jezebels, then you gotta watch out. They gonna get you. So you need to watch out for that.
Yeah, hoopla. Mess with them. Always messing with them. Like being a established person or anything like that. You always gotta watch who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, that too, cause you have friends gonna yank your money up.
Or people just not even after your money, just want to see you down.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think. A lot of people that they were happy that happened to him, because some people was like, yeah,
crazy, right? That man make a multi-million-dollar deal, and all of a sudden stuff start happening. Why? And that's another thing. Why don't people say it whenever it happens? Say it whenever it happens. Like that's all I ask. If it happens, I understand if it happened to you. It happened to you. But say it. Say it when it happens.
y'all drink. Y'all gonna get in the neighbors.
Make drinks.
Yes.
Drink the drink.
You get one, you did good. I'm gonna let it slide.
Take her hey.
Hey.
I'm alive. You want to sit here?
I'm glad that you were alive.
You want to sit here?
You don't want to see the camera.
And on time.
But yeah, y'all hear me? I don't know. I can't get ladies advice. Maybe the ladies get y'all advice. I don't know. I do know ladies pay for it, but I don't know. I can't help y'all with that.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like I sympathize heavily when stuff like that happens. So like when it happens, let it be known that it happened. Don't just put it in the shade and all of a sudden use whenever somebody's on their come up to try to throw them down. No, throw them down when they're already down. They're dirt. Let them be dirt. You know what I mean? Let them be dirt. They're dirt. They're dirt people for doing stuff like that.
That is a fact.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry if that was
You handle your business, brother.
okay.
You good. Do your thing. Do your thing. I was listening.
Okay.
I jump in when I feel like I need to.
Okay. I ain't trying to rip no feathers, nothing like that. I hope they didn't rip no feathers.
This is the podcast for, right?
I mean,
You know how me and her became
To lay it all out.
You know how me and her became best friends?
why that?
We was joining each other.
Well, that's great.
She poked the nerve in class. thought it was funny.
I ain't did nothing.
So I slapped
I just
him
spoke
bad.
about
Oh,
it.
you know that's his story. You know that's his story. He's sticking to it.
I ain't stunned that boy.
Oh, you ain't do that?
Ooh-wee.
I said what I said. He ain't like it. Trying to fight.
Ooh-wee. Shut up. All I said. All she said, "Put up, shut up."
I'm surprised when he got mad with me. I said, alright, he cool, he cool. I'll take that, Say so bad.
1 and 2 is crazy. I'm gonna get up and get active.
So our main topic we're going to be talking about.
I'm gonna pass on the silky silk, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. I was like, I can't
I'll
drink.
take
Say good.
Yeah,
You want to skip out?
You best believe
You might want to be in this.
either way. Either way. it is getting-
I mean, if
No,
you say you gonna let it slide, I mean.
Either
You
way.
take the paper out completely? Or
We
you...
don't do it.
Oh, it don't matter to me.
Okay.
Not right now. I'll let you have some.
Yeah, because
Y'all got some
we
good
got a
stuff,
Cinco
too.
de Mayo to go tomorrow.
It's the 30th.
Oh,
Okay,
you
so
trying to
it's not my
get
party.
Answer your question. Try to get rid of them.
So they did it tomorrow because Cinco de
Yeah.
Mayo is on a Monday, right? Yeah, people gotta go to work the next day.
Are they Hispanic?
No, we just want tequila.
Crazy.
It's
Crazy.
been a week. I told her we took a little break.
So they doing it tomorrow
God,
because you don't have to work Sunday. And so if you do it Sunday night, people gotta get at work Monday. And if you do it Monday on actual Cinco de Mayo, people still gotta get at work to go to, the next day. So that's why they doing it tomorrow. But I'm doing all three. I mean, I'm off work Tuesday, so Cinco de Mayo is Monday, so why not? Y'all don't have to, but as far as me, I'm going to some Mexican restaurant to get me a 2-for-1.
I'm coming with you.
You're going where? A Mexican restaurant, get a 2-for-1 margarita. You know they always got a 2-for-1 margaritas.
Yeah.
Tell me what they do.
I offered my services for late tonight. I was told not to come, so
What that new shit is, boy?
this is
What's
this
This
these 2-3 things together.
Oh no, I don't want all them flavors.
Would you wanted something simple?
Let me meditate on it.
Or you know I ain't gotta make you nothing crazy.
Let me meditate on it.
You good. You good. Did you know my next? No. Girl, you trust me.
She's still getting the flavors together.
Oh yeah, this is a unique flavor.
it's a imagine a
Did you taste it?
Imagine the green
Wine punch.
gushers.
Kind of like
The green gushers that have the
Or-
red juice in the middle.
or the green Hawaiian punch.
here. I'm gonna put this here.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know
The
exactly what you
You gotta
tropical
drink it.
green gushers.
But if you want to taste
It's
it.
been a
I
minute
think
since I
it's
had
just-
gushers.
just
I don't know what you're
pineapple
talking
juice.
about.
I'm not really
She don't like pineapple juice like that.
You're like,
I'll set some pineapples up, but like pineapple juice in
She's
my
not a
cup.
fan of pineapple.
I like a sex on the beach. I can take that, but like just to be just mixing some stuff
No,
up.
bitch.
There's not a lot of pineapple juice.
Yeah.
But
Okay, this is a little sample, please.
it's a, I know you don't like pineapple juice.
If I get a green
Well, I'm gonna
light,
offer it to me.
sis get a green light. I just told my sis, I said, if I get a green light, you get a green light. Go ahead and drink, girl.
Yeah.
That's what I offered to you. It's okay, but I said let me meditate on it.
She was doing it with me, so I won't be by myself. So if I get a green light, you get a green light, girl. Go ahead. And she was texting me talking about she had the urge. And I'm like, no, we got 24 hours. Okay. She gave me a green light.
They went to happy hour.
Hmm?
That was nasty.
Girl, I
Oh
might
yeah,
even
that is
drink.
happening. Well, it's about to end.
One thing
Happy
people
hour
tell
time.
me about me, is I makes good drinks. Oh, I know how to. I should be a bartender.
Y'all had my drinks last time I came up here.
Mm-hmm.
They call them Florida bombs.
It's the devil.
Oh yeah,
Hey, good
Um,
and fuck you up quick.
I
Yeah,
know
that is
y'all
a
worst
hoax.
kids if
Oh yeah.
Talking about how you ooh.
and that's when we
Mm-hmm.
knock me off my feet. Oh,
All right. What? Oh my God. Anyway,
you think I'm gonna be
Hey,
I know you hear
I'm
me.
just a guest.
I know.
That's your friend.
I'm just a guest.
That's your
Tell you
friend.
something. Yeah. But we're gonna jump into it, and I did talk about the gorilla thing. I did talk. He got 100 gorillas versus. I mean, not 100 gorillas, 100 men versus one gorilla.
I don't think many men can take on 100 girls. That's a kaiju level threat right there, brother.
That's a lot. There's a lot going on with that. But so I'm gonna jump in. I got the ladies and the young man. We would have had an extra young man, but her husband had things to do. But he'll be back. He'll be back.
Like she didn't fight.
Oh no.
She look like she ready to
It's my
fight.
hard exterior. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You know. I have an aunt, and she has that very, very like it's like solid, like strong black appearance. You
Yeah.
know, but she's like one of the softest, nicest ladies like you'd ever be.
And that's
you know?
me, man. That's me. I can give you a little rough, a little tough.
I mean, who can't? She from the streets of Detroit, you know.
Oh, get up.
She's solid. She's solid, you know. But nah, but she's.
You see, that's why it's like, are you okay? You gotta make.
I'm chilling. Well, I
Because the next
thought,
question was who did it?
I be thinking.
Nah, she do be.
Yeah.
She be in thought. She'll just sit there. I do that sometimes myself.
Understandable.
Be like, what's wrong with you?
Just
Nothing.
going myself and be talking, have a whole conversation.
Do it at work too.
Hey, man.
I was in that space today because somebody called my little cousin ugly.
Who called you ugly?
Hey.
Some mean girls call her ugly, and she thinks that she's ugly, and I have to give her a little.
Tell-
She's
she-
9.
She didn't even talk to her about the jokes. Your mom.
Fire back up. Fire right on back up.
I already had to talk to my cousin because she got into a little fight because somebody made a joke. I said, you joke? And it was, she even said, Zoe, you're right. I said, you clown on them. Now, they put their hands on it and then you walk their ass. But you clown back.
Won't that lead up to getting whooped up?
Now you make them cry first.
You crazy.
Mm.
He's crazy.
What, you supposed to, no, my thing, my philosophy is I ain't never got in a fight because somebody said something to me. It was always they put their hands on me. I don't care. You can talk about my mama and all that. You don't know my mama. My mama look like me. We all fine. But
How did it lead up to them putting their hands on you if you ain't say
Cause-
nothing?
no, they said something to me first, and I responded with
How did
another
you
joke.
respond? Oh,
It depends on what the joke was. You talk about my mama, you talk about me. So I said something about you. And then they got a little hot.
uh-huh.
Some of them backed off, and some of them said, no, them fighting words. Well, okay. As long as you don't put your hands on me, I'm not going to fight you. You touch me, it's go time. They touched me. They got that ass whooped.
So you don't try to avoid it. You just be like,
No, I try to avoid it. No. See, I see what you're trying. I tried to avoid it. But if you want to clown and roast, if you want to clown and roast, we gonna roast. Because the other reason why I can't instigate fights, because my daddy, he would tell me, don't you start no fight. If you got no other choice, then it is what it is.
He told this after you said whatever you said to that boy, or was it before?
You talking about he was talking to me?
You said something back.
Yeah, I said something back. What you mean? I ain't supposed to say nothing back.
So remember whose child you are.
I ain't supposed to say nothing back. I'm just for
You
letting
ain't
you.
make no
Why not?
mistakes, baby.
That's too much energy.
I'm just talking.
She too much of a sweetheart. She ain't ready for that.
I mean, I was fine. I'm just clowning.
So I have to remember who you are.
Yeah, you know we be roasted in the circle. That's what it is. If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen.
Now you getting hinged up. What are you talking about?
Shoot, you don't start no jokes. You can't take it. I'll tell y'all that. Don't.
I've been blessed with a very strong exterior when it comes to random people saying stuff about me.
Yeah.
Or saying stuff about things I care
I
about.
always got in trouble.
And
You told us your mouth was asleep.
Yeah, because, like, somebody said something about my mama, and I was like, at least I have a mama. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. It was a thought. Excuse me.
No,
My
you're
brother
fine.
keeps telling you,
No, you're fine. You're fine. You good.
At
Damn.
least I have a mom. I'm finna get your mom.
No, because we have certain things we don't say.
Oh.
I know, and that's one of them.
Well, I
That's
did get in a fight for saying something. I understood why, but he was being disrespectful.
I
get that.
He started it.
I get that.
And
But
I know she wanted to eat me up. I can see it in her eyes.
in my multitude of situations, my experience has always been like, hey, if you have any energy to talk about me, just make sure that you can handle anything that comes after talking about me. Because I've been in situations where I've been like one of like three, one of four, compared to the rest of the group that's ever there. You know what I mean? And it's always been me versus the crowd. And I had to figure out within myself to be bigger than the whole situation. Because not just literally, but figuratively as well. Like, she knows exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't let a lot of things even come across on my radar. The only thing that really come across my radar is like direct, like insults. Jokes.
Yeah.
That's what
I mean,
and I can cut up and laugh at the best of it. But when direct insults start happening, me personally, like Kaylin here, I start saying stuff that just happens. It just comes out, and it's not even necessarily like made up stuff. It's facts.
Yeah.
It like that things I have observed.
Now I'm finna read you your rights for real.
Right. Things I have observed being knowing this person for the X amount of time that I've known them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would start saying stuff like, hey, I would bring up secrets.
Yeah, that was me.
Not
I
a
ain't
secret.
gonna do
Yeah, that was me.
I didn't do that.
So that's why I had to make sure that, hey, I have to be bigger than the whole situation before. Is this situation worth ruining a friendship?
Yeah.
Somebody did me dirty, and I held their secret to this day. Nobody knows what.
Ooh.
And that was supposed to be my best friend.
He had to talk me down because there's one person, baby, I was ready to lay that ass all the way out, like put him to shame, like he wouldn't want to move.
Because see, I don't let like I used to.
He had to like.
It just don't. I let it. Unless you got to do something. Because I don't give a damn.
Duck feathers, man. Let that shit roll off.
See,
Yeah.
I don't think always. So when I'm mad, I feel red. When I see me. I
And
just
and,
don't.
and that's
I
my
teach you.
and my thing. I don't know why I try to cut you off. I'm sorry. My thing is, I over process. I process it all the way through, especially in situations where I can say something that will hurt somebody. Because like words are more powerful than people give credit for. Because words again start fights. Words in relationships. Words in whole like words can end a freaking country. It's just you gotta. I feel like that's why I've invested all that I know into over processing, which is not a healthy. It's not healthy, but it helps me. Over processing slows me down. It slows me down because if I'm speaking off the top of my head, I will find myself saying stuff I don't need to be saying. And then on top of that, I'm already a larger guy, and most men feel intimidated. Like that's just the case. I can end up saying the wrong things and losing my life.
Yeah.
That is
And
true.
that right there is, I think, one of the main reasons why
You said
I'm more calmer than what I used to be. I wasn't like
anything in
I
common.
wasn't no hothead. I wasn't like that. Like conflict,
Oh, this is a question.
you can miss me with it. Like I'm going the other direction, girl. I don't know. Please going over there all that. It's not because I'm scared. Never that. It's more so I understand how powerful words are, and I understand how much life they can bring, and I understand how destructive they can be. And once I start learning, like, okay, when I am intentional, I see how things flow easier versus like in a good way versus when I'm intentionally trying to destroy somebody. So it's like I'm not like a person who like tells secrets and like that. It's not like a bashful thing like that. But I was more so or I am one that's like observing stuff, like just being an observant person. And then I choose for my words to be more of an example. Like whatever I say, it'll make you think about what you do. Like I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh yeah, you was doing this better. Like it was more so like you can't be talking to me because don't you have a hard time being consistent in such and such, and you're sitting here judging me about something? It's like the realization of I know you're not gonna sit here and put no fingers at nobody. Deal with that, and then come over here and talk to me. And I think just how aggressive I can be, even not knowing it, like just chilling. Y'all like, you okay? I'm good. I promise you I am. It's a whole heap of stuff. But I know one thing that I just be in the cut, chilling. I'm learning more how to address stuff without emotion. You know, like not feeling so driven to get my point across, but it's like listening to like see where you come from. Like, why are you doing all this? Like, I'm really curious. Like, why is this happening? And why did you decide to do it with me out of all people? And what did I give off to make you think that was cool?
Audacity.
Clearly. And I really want to ask you, do you want to fight? But to keep it cute and classy, I'm just gonna say anyways. Goodbye.
I am, because the last thing I said to somebody was
It's a question for you. It's a question for you.
A question for me?
Yes, it was back when you said, I'm trying.
I said I was trying. I was so mad.
The question is, let me make sure I'm reading. My bad, bro. Make sure I'm reading it right.
I repeat after that.
I'm guessing he mean, can anything cause you to spill a secret to hurt or to hurt feelings to spill a secret back? What it's like?
It's more along the lines of losing that trust in the situation. Because whenever a certain boundary gets crossed, because obviously, you know, holding secrets is you know, something that is coveted for sure. And whenever a threshold gets passed that like, hey, you're not doing this for my best interest anymore, you're not saying words that benefit anybody in this situation, then of course things will get said. That's just That I know that's kind of petty. I know that's kind of petty, but that's why I do what I do. Try to be a better person. Try to be above that situation. Because again, that's how I am. So I feel like that's the that's the easiest way I can put that. You know, of course, always, you know, you talk shit, get hit. That's exactly what that's what it is. You know? Let's be completely honest. Like, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. Like, you hurt me, I hurt you back. Point blank, period. I say I'm not here to win or lose. I'm here to get even. I'm gonna hurt you just as much as you hurt me.
Oh, so he said he understood. He was like, so it's you take it there, I'll take it further.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say this, and this has helped me over the years, because she's never seen my crash outside before.
I don't think I have ever
Yeah,
seen
no,
that.
yeah. She has. that nigga is oh wait, he's almost as worse as her, maybe a little worse. She's not like that now.
No,
Better.
I stopped throwing stuff somewhere.
But I went to the mountaintops.
I don't throw tables in. I don't throw tables in there.
But
Growth.
if Wavy was here, he would. Her other half would tell. He's seen it. He's lived it. He's had to hold me back many times. Almost smacked my granddad in half.
My crash out moments, I get real quiet. I get quiet because I know that's when I like it, like, because it's the situation is moving faster than I can think. So I stop talking and I just start reacting. and when I start reacting, I'm a bigger guy. Like I say the situation is in my control, but then on top of that, like, you know, my control does not want bad things to happen. I want to have profit out of every situation that I come into. So doing anything that'll hurt, it really isn't what I want. What I want is for both of us to have a compromise. Let's understand the situation.
I'm gonna learn so much, because the last time somebody made me mad, I was on the phone, took 3 people to calm me down. I was texting, I was driving, I think I probably scared him. I think he was in the car with me.
That's why I be trying to tell her. I be like, I understand people poke your butt ends and they might say something to piss you off. I'm quick to okay. Boom, get out my way. Leave me alone. Especially, don't let me be on quote unquote relaxing or vacation and you over here trying to talk crazy. I'll mute you so quick. Don't leave me.
Oh yeah, I didn't mute shit. I took it there.
I won't answer the phone.
He had to tell me to put my phone down.
That make more. You be surprised. That makes people madder when you ignore them.
Well, yeah, because he's mad at me now because I haven't responded to him. But
what are you mad for now? Don't you need to worry about some other things?
because I haven't reached out to him.
Okay, he got other problems he need fixed. You ain't worry about that right now.
But you know, when you call yourself trying to test me, don't test me. I'm not. Baby, no. You're not my professor. You man Jesus. Don't test me.
You must touch a nerve with that talking about spilling secrets.
Because I was so ready when I said I was so ready to air out everything.
Oh, I told
knew.
her no, don't do that. No, I'm kind of on your side with that. I get it.
I was so ready.
Huh?
But because of him.
Oh yeah, go ahead. That's why I'm on.
Interrupt y'all conversation. But because of him.
You are welcome to get a taco.
I was like,
I just bought them for you. Right?
Okay.
Somebody. But I'm
I
just,
keep it in my
just
back
offering
pocket
that.
because it's my weapon.
Appreciate it.
And then I was like, I don't care what happens to you. Then you should have never given to me.
I've just been focused so much.
Oh no, you fine.
Look, okay. As contrary
I
to
wait till the
belief
voice
that
call.
what I have
You
said
good.
already,
And then I think about it.
I do have a very big empathy. Like I have a lot of empathy. Like I do care a lot about other people. It's
Me too. You cross me over.
it's just hate, you know, like, and I'll say it and without blinking an eye. But what was the question he had?
No, he was it's not really a question, it's a
Oh.
statement. So he's more on my end with the physical thing of once you touch me, it's different. And I know where mine comes from. It's first of all, no one can say anything that I ain't heard. I know it's fucked up, but I can't say nothing I ain't heard from my grandfather or anything that's worse than that. So you can't really hurt my feelings. It's really, really hard. And the only people who could probably hurt my feelings, it has to be somebody really close to me saying something. But like somebody I don't really know like that, or somebody like I work with or something, they coming at me, I don't really give a fuck. Now you start
Right.
beep. It's gonna get messy. Now if I'm feeling, depending on my mood though, if I'm feeling nice, and somebody grab me, I might grab you, take you off of me. I might be like, okay, now, already, I have the right to knock your ass out right now. But I'm being nice. Got one more time.
I told the police officer they better get somebody before I killed him. And the police officer, he was like,
I ain't incriminate myself.
You can't. Well, he knew me. He knew me personally. He's like, you can't tell me that. I said, I don't care if I can't tell you that. I ain't telling you that. Like, at that point, I didn't care.
It ain't a threat.
That was a promise.
I feel you. That was funny. What we learned today, don't tell your friends your secrets.
No, that's not the lesson. That's not the lesson.
Hold
That's
on.
not the lesson.
I feel you.
That's not the lesson, though. That's not the lesson. The lesson is don't push your friends or your people that you call your friends to a point that they have to say something like that. That's not the case. I mean, okay.
You weren't supposed to tell nobody eat that ass. Now everybody looking at me crazy.
I know, right?
At this point, eating ass is not the worst thing you can do.
Oh, please, that's not.
Eat ass. Where did that come from?
Baby! Got some disgusting.
My goodness.
Oh, man.
Soft taco special. Soft taco.
Said both are lessons. Said that's the best in both lessons.
All right.
Like I said, after that whole thing that I told her to do, I had to repent because I shouldn't have said that.
You said I had to repent.
I told him I hope he had the same painful death with AIDS.
I ain't never. I've had some people do some terrible things to me, but I ain't
It
never.
took me way out of character.
I ain't never ever wished that on nobody. And I done had some fucked up shit happen to me. Die.
I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. We living.
But I'm a man of patience. And Yana can tell you, I have very good patience. One of my old friends tested my patience.
I have patience for children.
No.
I don't know about that. But
I have patience because I have
It has to be certain children.
I feel that.
I dealt with all kinds, especially those that's on the spectrum and it's high on the spectrum.
They're tough.
But it's
to
something
deal
about people that work with children can tell you the hardest thing to work with is not really the kids, it's other adults.
with. And they were. them. I'm talking about, and I'm not using the word as what it's intended. I'm using the word because them adults are stupid,
Redundant.
dumb. But
Because with children, to a certain extent, they doing stuff that's from their learned environment, from the environment they're in. It's something they've seen, it's something they were taught or whatnot.
I have a soft spot for children that come from a hard background. That's about it.
Which is more
While the rest
prevalent
of
these
them-
days, unfortunately, because you have people that just don't give a
like,
shit.
you had a good life.
But
Fuck you. I was
Now,
just kidding.
spoiled children.
it's a different vibe.
You had both your parents.
Get out my classroom.
But just because they have both don't mean
I
they
know. I'm
anything.
being fucking.
They can have both, but it's
You get
both really
allowance?
working out.
Spoiled children
Yeah,
can't stand to see like
but that's the
the
parents'
gentle
fault.
parenting styles. It stresses me out.
Oh, that's somebody else talking. Sorry.
I have to walk away.
Mhm.
He said that. Did she change her accent? said that's somebody else talking.
No, I completely agree. So, with the line of work that I used to do, the kids that's here in this area compared to the kids that's across the bridge, maybe. So the kids across the bridge, their environment is more stable to an extent compared to our kids here in this county. So we go over there and see how they act. We like, oh, couldn't be. Like,
Which
we
way?
know why our kids act the way they act.
Which way? East or west?
Across the bridge, like towards
Which
Best
way?
and Fort Walton, that area. We know why our kids act the way they act. But them, already know. Especially when they go to a school that can have the necessary resources and stuff like that for them. Whereas in certain schools here locally in the county, it's a struggle to get that. And the lack of resources, they have everything they can want over there. And then you just be like, say, at the school, and I'm like, baby, no, you couldn't be mine. I will humble you so quick.
Look, I just started
You will think
serving.
it's they will think it's child abuse, and I'm not even putting my hands on them. And they would think that what I was thinking was child abuse.
See, and that is my thing. Is I just started serving, and some of these children that are in there in public, and I'm like, you let your child act like that in public?
On this one,
No way in hell.
Bam.
Absolutely not.
Sometimes you just gotta look at it.
And I do. I do.
You know, I saw a it was a comic. I forgot it. I think it was Ari Spears. It was like how black folks be acting when they see other kids get disciplined in public. They be like, ha ha! You better get your shit together. That's how I be.
Oh, because if I one kid discipline, he talking about it would be me. My mama would have told me. Like they already know the way the child said. They said, "Oh, my mama would have told my butt out the friend of to act like that." And I said, "I'm glad you know. Like I'm already glad you know what not to do."
I learned real
Said
quick.
rich kids with rich parents. Sometimes it ain't all the time, but there's a lot of rich kids and they spoil their ass. I know some and it don't matter.
Not at all.
They're spoiled, but sometimes I think they lash out for other reasons too.
Yeah, he said joining the gangs, not necessarily gangs, but cool kids. And, I think we all been, I wanted to be a cool kid. I was a goody two shoes, and I got in trouble a couple times. I wanted to be with the cool kids. I stole something one time from the lunch thing. I got caught, although I got lucky because one of the teachers that were cool, he said, "So why you hanging with these fools?" And that was a good lesson. He said, don't let these fools get you in trouble because they don't give a damn about you. He ain't write me up nothing. I gave it back. I'm trying to be like these retards.
I got
people.
there was a whole other side of me.
I was not your run-of-the-mill black kid at all. I was a kid that was very protected and very what's the word? Just I wasn't able to be a black kid. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you're saying because
it's hard for me to.
I got called
Preacher's son.
Well, not only that, but like
similar
like
for me.
You can still
Stereotype.
You can still be a preacher's son. You can still be a preacher's.
Exactly.
You can still be a You can still be a preacher's son, but still also experience things.
No, they called you white.
Right. Like I was like I wasn't accepted with in certain situations I wasn't accepted as a black kid. I was like, man, you too white. You had too white.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I just stopped trying.
Why you talk like that?
I thought you're right.
What do you mean?
Right. I talk proper. I'm sorry.
Supposed to walk in here. What's up, nigga?
Exactly. But things change.
Oh, my mom was very, very strict. I couldn't go outside for real. It was neighborhood kids. Monday through Thursday, I was not allowed to watch TV.
We still
I
gotta
only
watch
watched
TV
on weekends.
I
My
could.
grades had to be up the part. I was heavily involved in Facebook and like that.
I relate.
Oh, I had to always be in church, and I was always at church. Don't get me wrong, I was at church and everything.
Why? Teen talk. Well, when I became a teen, it was teen talk. When we was kids, we just had to go to Bible study.
But I had other hidden agendas too. Had people meet me at certain places.
See, I didn't do all that. I was actually still a good boy.
I couldn't. Everybody
I'm grown now.
everybody I hung out with was like
There was no meeting.
more than just 2 miles down the road. They were like 10, 15.
The one time I got in trouble when I was 14 was a neighbor girl. She ended up being my girlfriend. The neighbor girl behind me. My dumb ass. And something told me. I walked to the store because we had a store up there. My mom wanted me to get something. She sitting there on the fence looking at me like this. And you know, you got that one end on right here and on right here. So we just walk up there and walk on. And I was like, let's see what's in the back. So I walk, I come back, she's still over there looking. I go over there, go in the house. I told this story before y'all know I'm going with it. We kissing, making out. She on top of me. She take her shirt off. She looked, and the fear of God in her face. And I'm like, what's going on? Daddy right there. And my heart stopped. I'm froze.
I think
He said, get out now.
that'd make any,
That'd
make anybody.
I go in my house. I'm acting like nothing happened. I go take a shower. I come out the shower. I see somebody at the door. My dad answers the door. I see it's him and her. I said, oh, fuck. So he tells what happened. My dad tells me to come out there. Then he tells me to tell my mom what happened. She was highly disappointed. And then I'm thinking it's over. I get punished. And daddy come in there. He said, I understand, son. But whack.
I almost got shipped off.
Man, they talked to
I
me.
didn't.
Boy,
I almost got shipped off.
shit. Where you going?
I got caught one time
Mm-hmm.
and almost got shipped off. I'll never forget it. I didn't get whooped. I got jumped.
Who jumped you?
Got jumped.
She did. She
What
grabbed,
she
she
did?
grabbed me by my neck.
Boom.
But her nails cut me with skin. My skin was missing. Like it. She peeled my skin. She kicked me. She hit me. She punched me.
I ain't never got Mollywop.
Nah, I've been.
Not by my, not by
Well,
my parents.
when your parent works in the mental health field and have to restrain patients, you can see the strength that they have.
My dad had two brothers, and all three of them got on me one time.
Got on you with you?
Yeah, man, I did some dumb.
Oh shit.
Did some dumb,
Hold on.
and I got suspended for it. Like my dad took my leg. Oh, he took my legs and put them under his legs, so he had me trapped like that, and it had me like my head going this way, had me bent up like that. And don't forget, my dad's like at that time, my dad was like 320 pounds and like solid muscles in the neck, right? So I'm stuck. Like, when I say I'm stuck. And then both my uncles just started taking turns. Bang, bang, bang.
Man, you must be so bad.
It wasn't even really that bad. It was more along the lines of somebody told me to bring something to school, and then they told on me that I was about to.
I ain't never got. Well, I ain't never did.
They told you and then they told.
See? Oh, see?
Well,
He said, go back. Telling secrets. Snitching and shit. Get you caught up.
that's why I am the way I am. that's why. But no, man. Like he told me. Well, it was okay. It was a little game. Don't forget, I'm in a country school. I'm in like country. This little game they play on the yard where like I forgot what the game was called, but it's a knife. Take the knife, throw it in the ground, stick your foot out, pick it up, throw it at the other person's foot, but not at their feet, but far out, and try to see how far your feet go until you fall. I got what the game was called. So I was like, it was like, man, we were playing at first. We were playing with sticks.
You should get a stick.
You know, best judgment. You know, at the
Yeah.
time, you know. But I started thinking, I'm like, man, I go hunting, I go fishing. Man, I got a little paring knife I could bring, something like that, right? It was like, yeah, bring it. So I brought it. I told him that I brought it, and he's like, okay, cool. And then he runs and tells the principal that he was scared for his life.
Ah, whoop his ass.
For the free speech,
And I'm like,
he got to be doing.
what you mean? And then I'm thinking, okay, because somebody ran and told me that he went and told. So I'm like, okay, get rid of it. Okay, this school is there's so many cameras, it's not even funny, right? So many cameras. And I just dump it behind the school. And I get a call. And they already got the footage playing. And everything like that. And so we gotta go fight this knife. So we went and found it. And called mom and dad. Mom and dad didn't say nothing to me. Nothing.
I'm gonna say something when he done, cause this is not. Don't listen to nothing I'm gonna tell y'all.
And what was that?
Mom and dad.
Oh yeah, mom and dad didn't say nothing. They picked me up. They drove me home. And quiet. Just quiet.
That's the worst thing.
I've been
Quiet. And we get home. Dad said, man, just go do yard work.
Get out my sight.
Get out my sight. Go do yard work or something like that. And I'm out there raking the yard. I see my two uncles pull up. I'm like, oh man, heart fell to my ass. Right? I was like, oh man, both of them. Like, and my dad's the middle child, and Uncle Eric. So I'm throwing names. My youngest uncle, he wasn't necessarily bigger than my dad, but he was in the gym. He was cut up.
Yeah.
And my other uncle, my oldest uncle, he was in ex-military. So like he was also like he was with it. He was with it. Yeah. He was with it. And my dad said, "Come on in. Get out of there." He told me, "Go in and get a shower." I got a shower. I get out. He said, "Don't drive all the way." I'm like, damn.
I'm getting out the shower. I draw off where I can put on clothes. He walked me out and said, "Hey, so what happened?" My dad said just like that. He said, "So what happened?" And I told him, I was like, "You can't be. I need better than that."
Sound like my dad.
I told him the honest truth. And then he said, "I need better than that. You ain't got nothing else better than that." I was like, "No, sir." And like, well, all right. He grabbed me, quick. Grab me quick, tie me up. He ain't tied me up, but he had me hemmed. Like I could not move. I tried. my uncle started firing me up. And after they got tied, Dad, my oldest uncle came back and tied me up again. I'm over there tied up. Dad got the belt. Damn, wearing my ass out. Wearing me out. I think I got about 100 licks. Like,
Damn.
100 licks altogether. But I was tore up.
That don't sound like a fun time.
It was. You know, he got me so many times. When I tell you, I could not feel it anymore.
That's how you know you wrong.
Hey, couldn't feel it no more. Couldn't feel it.
I remember getting.
Just keep on beating it.
I got a beating like that. That was actually my last beating. I got a beating like that. My daddy whooped my ass to the point I was bruised up. He didn't even let me go to school because he already knew. He's like, you go.
I was sitting for 5 days. So I sat for 5 days. So he was like, "You'll be all right." And then you know things started adding up. He ain't realized that people were just trying to get me kicked out of school. Don't forget, I'm like one of 3.
Be the only one in class. Or I've been there. I know it feel like only.
Yeah, they did not want me in that school. I ain't gonna start that debate. I ain't gonna start that up. But yeah, they didn't want me in that school. My parents didn't find out until I got to high school that, you know, okay, something didn't add up over there. Because all throughout high school, I didn't get into one altercation. Didn't get written up at all. Hell, I didn't have any problems in high school.
So they started noticing the environment and how like it.
And then his little sister started going to the
school that he
was. And she was having the same issues.
What?
It wasn't until like my younger sister's like sixth grade year that they like, you know, a lot more black people came in.
Okay.
So it started, a lot of things started changing a little bit more. But it was like literally like me and like 3 other people whenever I was there.
Let me tell y'all this. This is what it might have not worked. I'll tell y'all a little bit about my past a little bit. So your boy is friendly, you know. People like me. And I got cool with some of the people doing things they probably shouldn't have been doing. So what I would have did, I know, you know, he ain't had that option. So what I did was like told my homeboy, y'all know Neil, and then some of my other people.
Big baby.
Yep. Always been like, look, I gotta get rid of this motherfucker. You know where the camera's at. Let me hold that for you, homeboy.
Why you say the boy name on fire like that?
They don't know my nigga like that.
That's big heavy nigga.
They know him by his stage name. But you slide that in there. Well, the reason I know this because we done this before. So somebody gotta get rid of it. They looking for you. So we gonna get it from you. Somebody else gonna get it. If we gotta hide it all day, we're gonna hide it till we get up out of here. Then when we see you outside school, we'll give it back to you. That's how you get it.
Scared of y'all.
I ain't had that.
I
ain't had that.
I know.
I ain't had that.
That one thing I was glad I had some people down with me, boy. And I helped them out too, probably.
That's when I quickly realized that, you know, you don't tell mine, I'm gonna tell yours. Goes back to that.
See, now You get some down. See, I understand where it came from. You got some down people though. They gonna hold that motherfucker. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't seen shit. I know what's in there. We had a whole. Now I wasn't part of this part. We had a whole search at school one time. Boy, they could not find it. We know it's here.
I remember seeing the drug dog walk through the hall sometime, man. I was like, that's crazy. And especially when it's sat.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, who locked it in? Who locked it?
We need so and so up in the office right now.
Who locked it in? Hey, that boy popped a squat. Ooh, wee.
Waiting hard. They got me.
You start getting around your locker and he double back.
Ooh, get that out of there. That's just a bacon in there. I don't know what he looking for. They got me.
Feeling your soul.
Oh, one thing that happened. This happened in PHS. Boy, I wanted to whoop this heifer's behind. So there was a freakazoid, I'll call it that.
Oh, God.
In the locker room. She would do a little thing. And I ain't know what was going on. You know, I'm just trying to do what I do. I'm going to PE and whatever else we doing. So I see a line though. Not that. I see a line though. I was a virgin. I see a line though, and I'm like asking my homeboy, why is there always a line? He said, well, what's up with girl over there, you know? I said, I don't get it. So I go look. I'm like, oh Lord. And it's her boyfriend is the one who let it happen. Yeah, he also kissed her afterward. I said, you're a nasty. She offered me some chips one time, and I was like, nah. So I don't know what happened. I guess she got caught, and she started naming names. Boy, I said, because they would come after everybody who was even in there that day. I said, you help you some more. Pop, pop, pop.
You really want to be in that number.
In GTA.
Baby, they had a bathroom list about everything.
It was terrible.
They started a group, Remy. I'll never forget that group, Remy.
I got into a lot of fights and PHS.
Really thought they was the two last.
Oh, it ended up like that.
Yeah, it was stand for Real Men Eat Monk.
They ain't never changed the name right.
I knew who the ringleader was. Because the ringleader thought
That was pretty.
the ringleader tried me. So I had to remind him who I was. Get your ass on before I hit you like I did back in the 5th grade and you snitched on me because I hurt your little feelings. I'm gonna hurt your little feelings again. Get your hands off of me.
That
You
was
gonna
pretty.
be like that? Hell yeah, I'm gonna be like that. I know you since elementary school. Don't go there.
I had to fight somebody because they took my cell.
Like, you've been knowing me too damn long to try me. Boo. Don't do this because I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
I also got a gun pulled up on me because of clowning on somebody. He came at me first. He was talking shit. And I let him talk shit for a minute. So I was like, you know what? Get in your ass. I'm walking home. He pull up in the car. He was like, what you gonna do, nigga? I said,
Sound like you know.
which is funny. I knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. For one, he's scary. And two, it's like a whole bunch of people right there. So all you doing? What you gonna do? Not gonna shoot me.
I had an ex pull a gun out on me before. He wanted to show me the gun.
What is that?
Yeah. It's not loaded.
She got a good one. Oh, lumps.
They all wanted good ones.
Oh, lumps. I know.
Now they're military trained.
Oh.
Don't mean shit.
Okay.
Now they got a reason for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Alright.
Don't pull that trigger now.
Oh, please.
But,
You probably don't. Oh.
what you mean? Girl said, what? I got this.
What milligram is
10. You know, I'm trying to.
that? Keep it cute, keep it classy.
I'm trying to get geeked up.
You trying to what?
I said, I'm not trying to get geeked up.
Ready. Ready.
Get you.
She trying to.
I'm trying to get you.
Scared of y'all.
What? I ain't doing nothing.
Girl, cut it out.
I'm not.
Scared of y'all. I seen how you smirked.
Y'all
You said what?
So you trying to
Y'all knees.
They gonna try to get you like that tomorrow at this party down by show see
I'm trying to party.
6.
Oh, I got time. I gotta go pick my sister up. She cause it's what is it, summer? Cause officially summer for them.
Yep.
Oh yeah. She already packed out of her dorm.
Ooh.
Today was the last day of class.
Ooh, we're gonna have to do the same thing for his sister.
Ooh,
Go pack up her dorm room.
She said,
fun.
you got that?
What bill?
South. Oh, I miss those
Yeah, a couple
days.
times.
Miss those days. My mom had to rent a whole van. Yeah.
For your stuff.
She got her own room.
Oh,
So she must be. And what is she?
Well, she was supposed to have a roommate, but
What's her classification?
12.
that's the question for him.
Oh,
When you getting jobs?
It'd probably either be when I'm headed to her.
so she's like supposed to share
Or
a
depend-
room.
I guess
or
depend
have-
on- Like, get up.
She was supposed to share a room.
He never
There's
really told.
another
I
bed
see
in
when
there?
he really.
Okay.
And she had a roommate for like I think like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and then her and her roommate got into it because the roommate was like staying up late, or maybe it was her that was staying up late. One of them was staying up late, and the other one was getting up too early in the morning, and so they were getting into it, and the roommate ended up moving out, and she said, "Actually, I don't want another roommate. Pay for me my own dorm." So she kept the same room and just made it her own.
She said he do what I did to get rid of the roommate.
So I mean, she got.
I made my roommate look like a living hell. That's how I made her move out.
So, hey,
And I did that intentionally.
and she made up the other bed so other people could come and stay the night with her if anybody wanted to. So if her mom, dad, anybody wants to go up there and stay with her, hey, there's another bed. Friends.
Man, I remember my friend. She because you know they beds are kind of like small, like twins or whatnot. So me and my friend, we went to my dorm room,
I
took
told
the
them,
mattress, took the mattress across campus. Yeah, we was doing some stuff we had no business.
Oh, girl.
Going up and then we didn't even go up through the main doors. We went to the side where the stairwell was and took the mattress up the stairwell. That mattress, because I didn't have a roommate at the time.
Right.
So that mattress stayed there in her room for a good 2-3 weeks.
Oh, goodness.
Because I stayed the night.
I tried to help her. I tried to tell her, let me help you decorate your room. Let's put these 2 twin size beds together. So you have like a little king size bed in your room. And let's decorate it.
So she's not in that dorm that I was in my junior and senior year. Because I had my own room. The only thing I shared was like the bathroom space. But I had my actual own room.
No. So they share, like, so you walk into the room and it's both of their beds, the closet space, bathroom counter, and shower, toilet area.
She might have been staying in Stokes. She might have been staying in that newly built dorm because the old dorm I had, baby, we had to use humidifiers. That was the oldest dorm, and then after my freshman year, they tore it down.
Dang, my memory is terrible.
What?
I'm trying to remember like stuff.
Oh, I met your ex girlfriend in living hell where she had to move out. I took. Let me tell you, you know how petty I was. So I bought the cleaning supplies and the shower curtains and the shower candy, right? She made me so mad. Did I put your stuff in my shower caddy? You're going to have to find somewhere to put them. Then when she really pissed me off, I took the shower curtains off. Every time when I got done with the shower, I took the shower curtains off so she couldn't shower.
That's petty as fuck.
That is petty.
I wanted her out. So when I got done showering and I, freshen up, put my clothes on, I took the shower curtain out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I would rival your pettiness. I would take a shower without the curtains on and make a fucking mess in the bitch.
And then I would leave stuff and like write a note and tape it to the mirror so she can read it. Don't play with me because I can play.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get to I know we really didn't jump into it, but the last part I am gonna get into this topic because that is the name of the show. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have this mic. This is for the this mic is still recording. This is for Spotify. Just making sure it's still on. Cool. So we're gonna talk about the different intimacies, meaning which. What I'm really wanting to say is, how do men versus women feel when they are intimate? Do they have the same emotions? Do they feel the same about it? Do they look at sex the same? These are the questions that we're going to answer tonight with the last, I got 30 minutes. Last 30 minutes of the show. By the way, audience, y'all are, the routine. Say what you got to say. If you got a question, throw it in there for me. I will be getting back on Twitch. Y'all remember when I got kicked off? Now I get kicked off YouTube. I got restricted for 2 weeks. That wasn't my fault. I made a joke on a video, and apparently it wasn't funny. Which I find it crazy that everybody else got to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith, and I got to take it down. Whatever, that's crazy. So, tequila. Taste it. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm glad I ain't got to be on call. But,
what did I tell you? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready?
I took you off restriction, so.
I say that all the time.
I bet, but I told you that earlier this week.
I know.
All right, so this shouldn't be no surprise.
But I'm gonna give my take, and then I'm gonna let the ladies say how they, which I feel like people feel men don't think emotionally when it comes to that, which I'm more of a man that's emotional when it comes to being intimate. Like, I can't just be like, oh, I'm about to bust. That, that not, if I'm doing that with you, there is some kind of bond or something, some feelings involved with that. So as I, sharing my body with you, or even if it didn't get to that point, we are being intimate in other ways, I have some kind of feelings towards it. Now, do men generally can separate that from, having feelings, and men just casual, having a night cap and being like, it was fun. Yes. Back in, the day, I had a nightcap. I felt some type of way afterward. But, It is what it is. Why you look like you did this? Suspicious.
Oh,
Like you
Lord.
ate some cookies out cookie jar. But I feel like oh shit, he ain't got. See, I got sidetracked because I knew I was gonna say, but that he came out here looking like he robbed the bank, so that's why I got sidetracked.
No, I'm okay.
Chemical warfare.
Right.
But well, I got you here from the man's point. Do you feel a man have emotional feelings when it comes to intimacy?
Sorry.
So dramatic pause.
He said, "Does a
I didn't want to
man?"
look at you.
Does a man? Do you feel that a man has feelings when it comes to emotional feelings when it comes to intimacy?
Emotional feeling when it comes to intimacy.
Like with a woman.
What is intimacy?
Well, it can be a couple of things.
It can
but
be a couple of
Like you
So-
go
so-
through it as you want, from
So-
your perspective.
In my perspective, intimacy is multiple things. So, honestly, if I'm going to answer honestly, like there are situations where a man cannot feel in those situations of intimacy.
But why?
But why is because in certain situations of intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
like it's more for hey, like in certain situations, it's just stroking ego.
It's a nightcap.
It's nightcap. It's like you like you're doing things to make you feel good, but it doesn't matter about what everybody else feels.
I feel that.
But take into consideration again, there is multiple forms of intimacy, and also love languages. That is that is also true. Like there's multiple love languages. There's multiple ways to express intimacy, and with doing that, it's one trying to find that one where those feelings are portrayed to be understood. If that makes sense.
For a man, let's say, I want to word it right. Okay, I'll say this. If he, no, I don't want to do it like that. Do you think a man can catch feelings? Like, let's say he's just, like you were saying, like this, I don't want it to go anywhere. But do you feel like he can catch feelings for that night or whatever? Because he didn't mean for it to be that. You think he can catch feelings like that?
In all actuality, like men kind of have to catch feelings. They kind of have to catch feelings to let anything go past a certain threshold, because
So you feel like
think
it's
about it like
already something gonna be there, regardless.
no, not
Oh,
regardless.
okay.
It's not regardless. It's like literally up to the receiver if they're gonna receive it or not. Always, but to even get a foot in the door, usually it's the person putting in that work, which is more likely it's the man that like, hey, I'm interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn about you. That's usually how most situations start. Usually,
Yeah, it's usually.
that's just my takeaway.
Do you feel more men are what? I don't want to say it. Do you feel more men are less emotional when it comes to? I'll just say the sex part. Do you feel like they're less emotional?
Yes, that is
That is true. That is because again, it boils down to like, hey, a man, he's doing this for him to feel good. Like how many, like and it dawns in sometimes to men that like, hey, like maybe I should do this because I know she likes this, but 9 times out of 10, the man is trying to put himself in a situation where he's going to feel good, or he's going to make himself feel good.
That's what your hands.
Men, some men are jealous. Men are jealous, and men are jealous creatures, and men are also selfish creatures. Like we're like there's we have acts of selflessness. We have acts of righteousness, but by nature, men are jealous. Men are selfish. Men are going to be able to what's theirs is theirs.
I agree with that.
And so whenever those situations come into play, hey, this is mine. I'm gonna do what I want with mine.
Play on like when other niggas sniffing around.
Right.
What you doing?
Right.
What you looking?
Right. And that's when emotions get brought into those intimate situations for men.
Ladies can put your input in for the flip side. But I'll ask you too. For a woman. Now I know the answer to this. I know some women are cold-blooded. Not all. Some are cold-blooded and they can just turn it off. That was fun. And go on later about their day. But
It's fair.
that is fair.
It's fair. It is. It is. It's frowned upon, but it's fair.
My question is this. How come, and my question is this though, and y'all can answer too. My question is, I know, the reason I'm asking this question is because I know some women, they don't want it done to them. But is it that you turn that off when you, and men, I guess too, do you turn that off and not think about the other person's feelings?
It's a game. Let me beat you to it. Like if there's a switch in chemistry, a switch in understanding, a switch in anything within the situation, of course it's labeled what? A turn off. So by default, you're going to try to excommunicate yourself from that situation. By default, and that's when that switch happens. Like there's people that are disconnected with people with the people they're with, and they're still with them, but they're out of it. You know what I mean? They're not doing the things that they need to do to be able to sustain healthiness within their tribe.
Sometimes a person ain't being true to themselves. They want certain things, and let me stop talking. I am being petty right now. See, I can do it because I'm not very broad with it, but she know what I'm talking about. Look, I didn't say nothing. Right now, I'm slick with it. Silver tongue.
I see.
But
I'm lost.
Exactly.
But
We'll talk about this later.
what it boils down to is that I feel like being like you have to be unbiased in that type of situation because life is crazy and people do things whenever situations change. Like situations are always is like a revolving door. It's always something changing, something different. Always.
I'm gonna throw some questions your way, see if you can answer them. There's scenarios. They may be real scenarios. All right, first scenario. It was a young lady who who wanted to do an entanglement with a young man she found attractive. And she started that entanglement.
A young woman.
Oh, you're right. I mean, who's the judge? That wasn't even intentional.
Again.
That wasn't even intentional.
Again.
I just didn't. I didn't catch my words.
Again.
Hold on, I gotta finish it.
Okay.
I wasn't even trying to be funny that time. I literally didn't catch myself. That is not what I was talking about.
Come on,
I
man.
literally talking about the situation.
Come
But
on,
the
man.
situation is the young lady wanted an entanglement with this young man. The young man liked this young lady, and then he figured out she just wanted entanglement. So he said, "Yeah, okay then." And then she grew the feelings. In a situation like that, what would you tell that young lady?
The lady?
Yes, the young man don't care because
Why do we have to talk to the young lady when the lady already made her decision?
But she changed her mind.
Again.
But the only reason that she changed her mind was because he walked out and she saw what she couldn't have anymore. That's the only reason that she changed her mind. Because you want what you can't have.
I feel that. That is true. That is very true.
So again,
Or she fell in love with the dick.
I mean,
It is what it is.
so, say again. I ain't never had dick. Bro. I don't know.
Dick wet.
I mean,
I ain't never had it, so I
Dick wet.
gotcha.
So, again.
I mean, it would be the equivalent of a woman putting that crazy thing on you.
Right.
So
Right. Honestly, in my opinion, those type of situations, one, they don't ever end. Like nobody's ever on top in those situations.
you said, "Damn."
Yeah.
I just.
Nobody ever ends up on top in those situations.
That's true.
And like, you know, again, that boils down to one, lack of understanding, lack of
Communication.
communication.
I like that.
Communication.
Well, I feel like because
That's what it boils down to.
I feel like you should have good communication and establish, hey, like one person, and I get it, so, and it happens a lot. One person don't want that; they want more. I'm just trying to bust. Nah, I mean, I get it. You know,
It is what
and and I understand as a man, cause I'm a man, and like I said, I tell y'all, I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I'm more of an emotional guy. So I'm in town. I don't feel like no jigaboo. I'm your nightcap, your whore.
Again, when you play the game, you gotta be willing to take. If there's a hit coming on you,
Man, you right.
If you don't play the game, you gotta be willing to take that hit. All the risk.
I mean, it's always a risk.
And like a risk can be getting hurt. Risk can.
I mean, that is true. It's always a risk.
So that is something that just that's like a roll dice, pick a card. You know what I say?
So my next question, this is to help somebody out. I got this question. Maybe you can do it. So, how do you tell young men or older guys too, our age, how do you tell a young man how to help him pursue women in the way of I want to be with a woman, just pursuing a woman in general?
Don't. I mean, honestly,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Don't. because like
So what the fuck am I doing with that
especially,
question?
especially these days,
Yeah.
a lot of women like receive like forwardness as pushiness, and it's especially for somebody that like a man that hasn't had none in a while, or a man that's like super energetic or something like that.
I'm gonna pin that one right there when you said a man who doesn't ain't had it in a while.
Right. He become like it's a different person. There's a
So
lot.
how does
lot of
he?
chemicals makes up the human body.
How does a man? Okay, a man who either doesn't get it. I'll say don't get it because I ain't gonna say ain't had it because there's a difference between a man who can get it than a man who just can't get it at all. So for a man who can't, or in his mind feels like he can't get a woman or a JJ,
And there's something that you need to correct.
how they get to that point.
Self improvement is a real thing. A lot of things stem from yourself. That like a lot of your troubles stem from how you handle situations. Like if you don't find yourself as attractive as you think you could be, there's always more attractiveness you can have. You can
Work
make
on yourself.
you can make yourself more attractive. Like it's not and that's without like chemical or physical alterations. Like you can,
Excuse me.
if you're a bigger guy, you can work out. If you are somebody that has like a bad complexion, it might be something that you're eating wrong, your eating habits. There's so many other things you can't change.
The one
yourself.
simple thing that a lot of y'all don't do. Oh, I'll be watching. Just go get a haircut.
That
Wash your ass. That's it.
that.
You think I'm being funny? I'm not.
And also coming to get into a relationship with yourself. Understand yourself. Understand what changes, what you have and what you don't have. What you like, your biggest strengths is knowing your weaknesses.
I like that. Looking in the mirror,
Your
reflecting
biggest
on yourself.
strength is knowing your weaknesses. You know your weaknesses, you can figure out, you can fix them. I mean, everybody has them. Everybody has one chink in their armor. You can fix it. Fix it. It might take you a while. It might take you a long while. But that does not mean you won't be able to get past that. You can't fix that. Like that's something that all you got to do is just understand. Like that's my biggest thing. Like understanding and compassion and comprehension. Like that's all that you need to be able to get farther in life.
And I'm gonna add this too, and just help y'all out. And I want him to say his viewpoint because I done told y'all many times, y'all be too on it. Look, I get it. Coochie is delicious, nutritious. I understand. However, it cannot be the center of your life. You got to shut up. You got to. I'm being honest, am I not? Exactly. But it can't be. It can't be the center of your life, and you can't be that desperate to be like, this is all of my life. I'm gonna focus on getting some cool. Then what?
Yep. Women literally outman men 3-1 in this world.
He means outnumber, but I know what he meant.
You know what I meant. There's three women to every man in this world. And you're telling me you cannot figure out?
Yeah, there's a plenty. You can find a woman. There's a woman for you. You ain't got to go nuts and worry. And let me tell you one thing. They're not scary. They're just like you and me. You can have a conversation.
And even on top of that, men die more than women do.
I'm
Not
kidding. I'm kidding.
Not even that.
That's a joke.
Like we were talking about earlier, like stupid violence for no reason.
I mean, yeah, that happens too.
Stupid violence for no reason.
But
People-
I will say this is not because of women. There's stats have shown men die from stress a lot more.
they label it like heart complications, high blood pressure.
Because I know some of my family members died from stress.
But that also stems from like it goes back to like how I was talking about men being the head of stuff and like that, and like the security and jealousy and all that good jazz. Like men are looked at as especially like men of the household, like their kids would rather see them die on their horse. They'd rather see them die. Like,
I think the world in general, though,
fighting
they don't want.
and dying on their horse instead of on the ground and living to fight another day.
They don't respect. The world don't respect that.
And it's not necessarily a disrespect or a respect. It's just that's like when you get put in a situation where you are that person for your family. Men regardless, they're gonna do what they got to do. A real man anyway.
I
They're
say
gonna
different breed out here.
They're gonna do what they got to do, but that gets pushed to a point to where like, hey, when I say die on a horse, that means like they're gonna like see it all the way through, even if it's going bad, whatever situation that might be, see it through, finish it. That's what your family wants to see out of you as a man. Like because even if you down your horse, they can still be proud of you.
You know what happens when you do that?
What's up?
You don't get nothing.
Listen. It's all in the eye of the beholder. It's all in the eye of the beholder.
Nah, y'all know I be joking. Dude, now I'm gonna be real with you though. I'm gonna be real with you. And this is coming from I done had some good role models in my life that some have passed, and I know exactly what he's talking about. That the strength, holding the weight on the shoulders and being that person for the family, or for whatever it is, the people in your life. But I mean, they put a lot of pressure on you, and that stress will get to you. And it ain't. I know I joke, but it's the family. It's not necessarily like, oh, the family's purposely stressing. No, I'm trying to make sure they good. My kids, my wife, work, which is that. Lord Jesus. Work, life. And some men are blessed to have a woman that got their back in this world. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. This also go back a little bit what we were talking about. Look, y'all be chasing all this hot tail. It ain't nothing out here for you. I'm telling you right now, Shannon. I bring you back up. Now you old, so I don't know if this applies to you. But what you want is a good woman. I'm telling you right now. Ain't nothing out here. I'm telling you, ain't nothing out here. It get worse every year.
What Pastor say? A good woman is a good thing.
So ain't nothing out here. I'm telling you right now. Why y'all think before I settled down? Why y'all think I wasn't really out there? Cause ain't nothing out there. It's monsters. That's scary out there. Won't hide in the house. They gonna get you. So you don't want to deal with that. It's stressful. I'm telling you. Y'all don't listen to it happen to you. Nah, big bro. We're not gonna say unk. Big bro.
For
No.
sure. Capitalize UNNC at a period.
No.
Uncle, honestly.
What you say? But
Big bro.
yeah, it's big bro right here. We ain't made the status yet. Not yet.
You laugh like Uncle Lowe.
Look,
What do you mean?
look, auntie.
You know, that's like,
And he knows it. Like, what you mean, boy?
You said, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You said, people chase tail while looking for a good woman. I get you.
That's true.
I get you. I know where you're coming from. I understand.
They chase women. And they be like, man, all these hoes ain't shit.
Yeah.
You fucking with ain't shit hoes.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Look, I'm telling, we telling y'all stuff. Look, we've all. Have I been here? Who? I know that heifer wasn't shit. Gotta be real. That's that reflecting in the mirror. Looking at this and be like, it was a terrible decision. Sometimes you gotta look at your, and I learn from it.
Post clarity.
Exactly. Bust a nut, get some rest, and go out there and see what happens. You think differently. A great philosopher said, I was thinking with my dick. That shit dumb.
What he said, I heard him.
Exactly.
What do you think? Oh, what do you think? Oh man.
Look, that's and y'all go talk to your older brothers or uncles, and they'll tell you straight up.
Not juice.
Don't never think with that head. That head ain't gonna lead to some trouble. Trouble. You gotta think with this one. He talking to you, stupid. That
Investing more energy into.
what'd you say?
It depends on what you invest more energy.
Yep.
Everybody can't use their brain.
No, that is true. That is true.
They can't tap in for it.
Y'all gotta learn, and I'm hoping I'm gonna put the blessings out there for you. Get that, tap into that mind. Let the Lord bless you so you can tap into your mind. Do not tap into that head. That's when you're gonna be dead.
Trying to lie?
I couldn't think of nothing else to go with.
My goodness.
But yeah, don't young men, I'm telling you. I know. And yeah, I know y'all, I know how young men think.
Man, you don't know nothing.
Yes, I do. I'm telling you.
We were saying the same thing, yo.
Mm-hmm.
We were saying the same thing, yo. And now that the tides has turned and life's life, you got to start looking at yourself a little bit more.
Don't you want to go home? You can hold her. She can hold you. Hold her hand. You can take a nap. I mean, I'm a little older,
No
so
holding hands.
not hold hand. Oh, I like holding hand.
Some of them schizophrenic. They'll take your hand.
Oh no! Not your hand.
He starts trying to take your fingers and whatnot, you know.
Oh no!
And she's like, I can give it to my intrusive thoughts. You
Uh-oh.
know, I'll be like, see, never again. See, trauma's real.
Oh,
Trauma's real. It's a real thing.
But,
I'm sorry. Oh man. I be like, my finger. She said, sorry.
When did she do a break?
mm.
I'm like, yeah. What's going on? Don't touch me no more.
Unhand me.
That's what you said.
Unhand me. Unhand me, woman.
But I want y'all to really think about that. You know, am I telling you not to have fun? No, I'm not. I had to talk with my brother. I'm not telling you not to have fun. I get it. Young, dumb, full of cum. I get it.
Wow.
Just be mindful. Just think. and it's one of my mentors would always say, "Don't put your dick in a blender. It's not a good place to put it."
I ain't never heard that one.
You never heard that one?
No.
Well, put your dick in the
I think
blender.
that's common sense.
Yes. Whoa, what's going on? You don't want
There
that.
it goes. There it goes. Smoothie now.
Exactly. You never see. That's the whole point of it. That you don't take one time. It's gone forever. You ain't getting it back.
Did I miss the women's response to the quote of the day?
They ain't say nothing.
No.
The
What
quote
was
of the day.
Or not the quote of the day.
Oh, I'm about to say shit. Did we have one?
Topic of the day. Excuse me.
Oh no. Y'all have anything? The lady
What
didn't
was
really
the
say
topic?
anything. It was intimacy, but we were talking about on the man's side. But from a woman's point of view, what is y'all thoughts on it?
What about it?
So, damn, we gotta get deeper.
No, you ain't really.
You know, I know it was kind of all over the place. So I'll give y'all a pinpoint.
What about feelings?
See, that's where we're going there. So I know we mentioned women who don't necessarily have or can turn off their feelings when it comes to intimacy, especially on the physical side. Do you feel majority of women have those feelings or can't control? I won't say can't control. Or their feelings are highly tied to that. I'll say that.
To intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
So on the physical side, when I was bringing up, remember I said about the entanglement thing, and so she was like, "Oh, I can just do this and not get feelings."
Mhm.
Do you feel majority of women who say that? I don't want to say lying. I'll say lying. I don't care. Lying about when they say they can turn those feelings on, because I know women in general are more in touch with their feelings. I'll say that.
I can't speak for all women.
I know you can't speak. I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
from your
so
point of
you
view.
know, I had that situation where I had an entanglement in college or whatnot, and that's what it was. But instead of me catching it, he caught it.
That ain't what he thought,
Hmm?
That ain't what he thought.
Yeah, he wanted something more, and I never knew. I just got what I came for and go about my business, you know. And when I explained that that's what it was, I guess he got upset. I was like, okay, well, let me know when you made it home, and never heard from him since. I mean, I've seen him recently, but I was like, I thought this is what we agreed to. Like, you know, you scratch me, I scratch you, you know what I mean? Take care of the needs or whatever. And
You're just gonna scratch that itch.
basically, you scratching my itch. That's what it was.
Yeah, protect you.
I feel like my thing is there has to be some form of attraction, not necessarily feelings, but some form of attraction there.
I 100% agree with you.
Now, feelings, that just goes like, yes, like in a relationship, but now every time that you reach that level of intimacy, no. Absolutely not.
Anybody
Because there is such thing as hate sex.
I ain't never had that before. I've heard of it, but I never had it.
The breakup sex, the
I had breakup sex before. It was terrible. Yeah.
I can't say it myself.
No.
The breakup sex, the makeup sex.
oh no, love it,
You
love it, because I'm going to show you what you missed. And you see, here we are, 7 years later. Love you.
What you got to say, Yana?
After that, he over here he digested what you said.
Anybody can turn their feelings out or going into a situation, especially when y'all communicate parties are headstrong on that, and that's just what it is, and that's what it ain't. Along the lines of when like feelings get involved is when you start paying attention to what you get from them and then what you don't get from others, or what you used to get but don't get anymore, or what you no longer give to yourself or never gave to yourself that that person is giving. Like, I done been around the block, you know what I'm saying? Keep it light, keep it slight, nothing too much.
Excuse me.
Because I know some of my men can be misleading.
Mhm.
Okay, not the lady of the night, but
There's a difference.
hello, never gave that. But
Just have a little fun.
it's all how you play it and how that person is for real.
I feel you.
Like if you just a vulnerable person and they don't really take like you, it's like you can be in a head space where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, none more, none less, and then you get carried away, and before you know it, now you like locked in and you done exit everything else out, and then in some cases, then that's just because you like you didn't really heal through something, or like you didn't really get through something at that time, and so now you mask it and put a band-aid over it, and instead that you heal, I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna do me, an excuse to cover up how you really feel because you're scared of dealing with that. And then when you get back into it and you get exposed to it again, you're vulnerable and you're more easy to be manipulated because you ain't doing stuff. So it's a part of just standing on that decision that you make, and some people can do that. It's another part of hiding from something that you don't forgot all about, the fact that you covered it up. It's the person, man or female, regardless of what's like our chemistry, it's the person in the background of that person. I can have sex and not add no emotion in it. I can have sex and have emotion in it. Attraction does play a huge part in that.
But when
However,
you
you can
be,
be attracted and still be on that.
nah, this is coming
Nah.
from
But
question
it's
coming
whether
from me.
you're physically attracted or mentally attracted to that person.
Because I'm about to say I ain't never. I think about it.
What you looking for? That's another question.
Okay.
Because that mental attraction, that starts a different level of intimacy.
I feel you.
Because if it's just physical attraction, there could be no actual like feelings there. But once you get to that mental attraction, that's where the feelings start coming into play.
You get a mind stimulation.
I was thinking, I was like, when you still be like, and everybody different. So I know it's a different, like, I'm coming from my point, like, I guess, would you not have some kind of attraction? Now, I know some people can bust them down with no attraction at all. I told you about that. Not for me. I said the term nightcrawler. You ain't got nothing. Yeah, this from the men's side. I'm sure you ladies know that. I mean, I don't know if that's an equivalent for y'all on the woman's side. Y'all have night crawlers.
What is that?
You don't know what night crawler is? That's a I'm gonna explain it. That's okay. That's a very that's a very beat up lady. Like you don't want to be seen with her. You don't want nobody to know you over there. If you ran into her in public, you best not say hey. It's the lady. It's this you in the club. Ain't nothing else. She over there. She ready. You got nothing else. That's what a night crawler is. Yikes. You be like you with somebody and you found out that was the night crawler. You be like, what's going on with you? I mean, that is true. Damn. We don't talk about this.
Travis did it all.
Look, you better
That's my
be
boy.
putting
That's
him out there like that.
And I'm
dog.
and I feel like I always wanted to.
Listen, hear me out.
Okay.
You have to hear me out.
That's my boy. But I'd rather
At
die
this point
kissing
in
somebody.
time, right now, at this date and age, looking back, damn.
Mm.
Damn. I be looking back.
It be like that sometimes.
Now, back then,
They didn't want me.
I used to, okay, that was cute. No, absolutely not now.
I feel
What did I see at that point in time? Now that I have aged and I'm looking back, ew.
I feel you though. I've had that situation myself.
But
I questioned.
but night crawlers, no.
I always wondered if a woman ever had like what would their equivalent of a night crawler like.
A bugaboo.
Okay,
Somebody who ain't never stand the chance.
I feel that.
We don't do bugaboos. Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. That's what I'm saying. I don't
feel
think.
like the equivalent is giving the ugly boy a chance. Like that.
Yeah,
Like that.
I see.
Like
Or
the
Accidental?
hit.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, I could do an accidental hit.
that, or like giving that nice boy a chance.
Damn,
Like
nice
that. Like
boy
that
like
really,
that?
really nice boy. Yeah.
I ain't never hit no swings like that. That's
Mm,
weird.
not
I
nice.
get what
I
you're
may be
saying.
talking, but never.
No,
did.
you're not talking. You make sense. I'm saying I never had this type of experience, but I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Of like being able to night crawl.
especially when she
I would say
said,
somebody that you wouldn't do it again. With.
especially what you said
Oh,
about
I wanna die.
Yeah, I should never did that.
when you was like, now that I think about it, what is it? Oh shit! I'm gonna let you get in because you a little faster than me. But I already saw what you looked at. But I've had that situation. I had that situation of questioning. I look back on it. I don't know. What you laugh at that?
Good. Alright. Good.
He good. But I've had that myself. I've questioned. No, not trying to be mean. I don't know. It's like one of them questions somebody asks you, you be like, I don't know. That's it. Just be like, you date somebody, you be like, why did I date them? I don't know.
If my boo listen, I love you, baby. Put him on the buddy, baby.
You heard that, Playboy?
No, oops, I'll be back. Wait. Oops, I'll be sorry. Anybody head. And I do mean anybody head.
Ooh.
No, we got a man down the bar.
What happened? But I just what happened? I was curious. I like the lady's answers. I was very curious if ladies had the equivalent of that, because I've seen it, and I know you know the term of catching the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
yes.
He was the grenade catcher.
That vocal terms.
That's what.
That's group terms.
Talking about some uncle term. Get the hell out
So
of
you
here.
heard what I said.
I heard you say it. That's why I asked you to repeat it. Talking about some uncle terms.
Are you not an uncle?
Are you not an auntie?
It's not about me. It's about you.
Why you making it about me? Whatever it needs to be about you.
Your show, ain't
It's for the people, for the culture.
it? You the host.
I'm here for everybody.
The head dude. We here for you.
But yes, I've been there. One of my homeboys set me up. Boy, he caught the grenade. I mean, not caught. He wanted me to catch the grenade. He went up in that back room. She was smiling, so happy. And she was a nice young lady. And you know what we did all night? I talked to her. And we had a good conversation.
That's like,
was not for to do nothing.
It's like the equivalent of going to a strip club and then just like, you know, preaching to the strippers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But, you know, she had some stuff on her mind, and, you know, I can talk to people, so I talked to her. Now, did she want to go in that back room? She said, "You want to go in the room?" Nah, I'm comfortable right here on the couch.
Let it air out a little bit. Let it air out a little bit.
No, ma'am. You're a nice lady.
Found myself in situations that a lot of people, like, you know, would not ever even think about this type of situations. And me personally, I boil everything down to like, hey, is it worth it? Is it worth it? If it's not worth it, it's not worth it.
Mm-mm.
If it's not worth it, I haven't lived a lot of life, but I lived enough to know. I lived enough to know. And you're like, you know, they start talking about you when you know, and if you don't know, you just don't, you know. But I feel like that's something that you should know. you should know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, me and y'all on this. I hope y'all had good laughs. I hope y'all learned something from not only us, but the ladies. They had some good advice too for you. You know, I really do. I tell y'all all this all the time. I want y'all to not just have a good time, but I want you to learn something. Don't just be preaching for no reason. This stuff is real out here. You know, and young men's for real. I really want young men. I know it's hard out there for a pimp. Focus on yourself. Get yourself together. And the lady that you meant to be with, you will run into her. You might already run into her. You never know. Might be a friend. Y'all might be cool. And then years later, boom, there you go. It happens like that all the time. Now, if you got a lady of your dreams, you know, your dream girl and all that. How did you get your dream girl? I might do a show on that. I don't know. You gotta put that pimping on. Like, hey, big.
Hey, babe, what up?
You have to understand yourself and love yourself.
That is facts. Love yourself first.
To love somebody else.
That's fact. You gotta love yourself.
And have good hygiene.
Oh, yes.
Have good hygiene.
Yes. Wash that ass. Clean your ass and get yourself together. Ain't no girl. Well, most women don't want no funk. I know. It's a man I used to work with. His lady liked the funk. Is that thing. If you don't smell funky, she ain't want it. Everybody different. The funk is the thing.
Diversity.
Like the stank out. But yeah, y'all, you know, you just talk. Just talk. I'm gonna say that. Just talk. All right. Be yourself. Work on yourself. And if it's a lady you digging, just talk to her. It's cool. You gonna be great. You gonna be grand. I'm telling you, they not scary. Sometimes they are. Pop them in the head one time. I'm kidding.
Don't say sometimes they ain't.
Do
Women-
what now?
Women are scary.
They scary. Sometimes. Not all.
Not you acting. You know, I know you scared. You
I wasn't scary. I was not.
You wasn't.
No.
I was scary.
Girl, yes. You come the first time I met you. Just like that. Come on now. And I'm like, you okay? Then you look at Zoe, and Zoe's like, stones up, like nah. I am a firm believer of.
Lying.
I was very nice whenever we first met.
No, you weren't. You want to know the first time we met? You want to know what happened? I'll tell y'all how we first met. When we first met, I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, and walks away. Right? Like stone wall be solid. I'm like, cool. I ain't trying to speak to her. We had mutual friends. I was telling the friend, hey man, let me.
Don't feel bad, cause
We dapped each other up. Don't let him.
I'm gonna tell him.
She dapped me up.
Okay.
Dapped
And
me up like a grown man. What up?
Hey, don't feel
Hey,
bad.
Like a grown man. I'm like, all right.
and
All right.
Don't feel bad, cause you know what she did to me.
it's okay. And then we rekindled.
How did we rekindle?
I needed some Rillos.
Exactly. She needed Cinderella because she
And
needed.
you were the first person to text me on Snapchat. So what? And you pulled up with a female in your car.
Why you keep saying a female? That was my
Because-
cousin.
Okay. She was his cousin, but I didn't know at the time.
I knocked myself out twice.
Listen. At the time.
Lord,
I
what
didn't
you
know.
do?
That one female that found out was a cousin.
At the time, I did not know, and she was
Put that
not
on the
acting like it was a cousin.
How do you act like? How do you act like?
Because she was staring me down, looking me up and down.
That's a cousin. That's a cousin.
Though.
That is
Family,
a cousin.
family
Like-
trying to be
You a
like,
female. You a female.
Like-
You a cousin. She black.
oh yeah.
Like-
She like,
Who is this
going
white
on
woman?
here?
And
Who is lady
Who this
Hold up.
lady?
coming over
I
here?
had a girl in this car, and hey, I ain't know nothing. First time I seen him since high school. It's been what, a year, 2 years. I ain't never met this girl in my life. Turns out she's now my best friend, and
And then
he got me some Bellas, and that was that. And look, here we are.
That usually have you the one that be staring you down. You like, this ain't gonna work.
But then-
like your best friend.
But then he asked to hang out. We went, we sat, and we chit chatted for a very long time.
But you got to understand, in those conversations, she was very, 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 very angry. Very angry. Understandably angry.
I wasn't angry. I was just trauma dumping.
Angry. It's like anger in that trauma. That,
She was getting all out.
hey,
He was trauma dumping too.
I
We
wasn't
were trauma
like that.
bonding.
I was trying to elevate to her level.
How long ago when you
Exactly.
curved them the first time? How long ago till y'all actually you was like, I'll give him a chance.
2 years later, 3
Okay.
years later.
It's a pump too, saying that.
No, I asked. You talking to me?
It was
No,
2
I
years
didn't really.
later.
I really wanted to know. Really. But I asked them that because look, sometimes you may not get the woman at the time. You chilling. You know me. Now some guys be all petty about, man, ooh, you know what I did? I asked her. I said, I'm feeling you. She's like, I don't want to ditch me. You're my friend. Blah blah blah.